Hey, bud. Sorry, this is what happens when I have to type just as we're about to go live.
I was like, what's going on? Hi, Doobie. How are you?
I'm doing good, bud. How are you doing? Welcome to Disney Parks. That was really bad. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Disney Parks Talk Live. This is the show in which we...
Nope.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a live park walk and talk coming to you today from the experimental prototype community of tomorrow, a.k.a. Epcot. My name is Doobie Mosley. I am the co-founder of Laughing Place and the man in the chair. The man in the park today is my good friend, Jeremiah. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Doughboy?
I am good, Jerk. We are Doughboy and the Jerk. I don't know if I forgot to tell Kyle to put that in the description here. So we are live from Epcot today. Going to take a walk around the experiment. Is there anything in particular you'd like to see? Just feel free to put that in the comments. We always like to accommodate, or in the chat rather. And a couple things we're definitely going to be seeing today are getting over and see what it looks like at Guardians, and also check out the new Connections Cafe, which doesn't open officially for a couple of days, right?
Opens up on Wednesday, the 27th.
But is in soft opening, and I think it's open right now. So
yeah, I was going to say, wow, we really hope it's open right now, because this would be a fun look. There's something across from bushes, and there's closed doors. There we
go. Debbie says, Debbie from Louisiana with the cool French name. I'm going to try it. Debbie Lecour de Cuir. How was that? Lecour de Cuir from Louisiana. Would like us to pass by Guardians. We would definitely be doing that later on in the stream, so stick around, Debbie.
Absolutely. First, we're starting off with something that we've not covered in the live stream. Look, there's Pluto. Look, there's a child. Look, there's Pluto and a child hugging. Yay!
Oh, dude. You know, the amount of feels I have when I see something like that, I can't even express. That was so beautiful.
I can tell you firsthand, you know, I was here the first day, or I was at Disney's Hollywood Studios the first day, and I hugged Olaf. And then I hugged Minnie. And then when I finally made it over to Mickey, I definitely shed some tears. So.
All right. So I know a lot of walls are around Epcot as they work on their transformation, and they're kind of always shifting. Do you see anything new as you walk around today?
Not over on this side. This is all pretty much still, you know, this ways of malls or maze of walls. So, no, this is all still looking pretty good. I know that, was it last week and a half ago, I rode the monorail and got some pictures of the work going on the other sides of the walls from the monorail, including the Moana magic of water thingy.
Well put, Jeremiah.
I can't think of the name of it. It's kind of like everything on that wall has just fallen out of my memory because it's been there so long.
I do have to say, though, Epcot has the best looking construction walls around. These are pretty.
Oh, absolutely. I've enjoyed, especially the new logos that they added. You know, it'll be fun once we get to know what all the new logos officially are.
I was going to say, can you identify these?
Spaceship Earth, the seas, the land. No clue. I think that's going to be the Moana one.
I think that's the swirl, yeah.
Journey into Imagination. And then I believe...
Weren't those two the same?
No. Oh, that one looks like a wave. That one is the Kodak, you know, the old camera iris.
We need a little bit more. You know what that one is? That's the Poseidon's Fury water thing.
And I believe that's Harmonious.
How the crowds? Oh, you just got here. We're going to discover together how the crowds are.
I been watching since last week was really the end of the spring break time, even though I'm pretty sure I've said that on every live stream that we've done for the past month. But no, that was the end of the spring break. After Easter, everybody goes back. And then we kind of dip down a little bit. And then I'm guessing around May 27th or so, we may see the crowds really grow around this place.
That would be Memorial Day weekend, as well as the official opening of Guardians of the Galaxy Light Cycle / Run. Is that it?
Yes, or Cosmic Rewind.
Cosmic Rewind. So I'm looking at our handy dandy wait time chart on Laughing Place. Yes, we have it. Of course, you can get that from the Disney World app, but I like to think that ours has some better features, like fast to load, easy to read, very quickly shows you the return times for all the Genie Plus. So doesn't look
What
too
is it?
bad.
What does
Frozen
it
is
say? Nemo and Friends is
Nemo and Friends. It says it's 10 minutes.
accurate. Okay, good.
And really, Test Track is 50. Remy is 90. Frozen is 80. Everything else is very manageable. Max 30.
No,
And,
go on.
okay, and as far as return times, looks like the only things you can't get a Genie Plus or Lightning Link for are Frozen, Remy, and Test Track. The rest are still available, including Soarin' at 7 o'clock. That's not too bad, 4 hours away.
So we're pretty much right on track of what Fast Pass used to be.
Yeah, not bad. So, all right. So anyway, did you say Emma and Friends? Codstone would like to know.
Emma
Emo.
and Friends?
Oh no, Emo
Oh.
and Friends. I believe you said Nemo.
Nemo, yes. Again, another. If we could just kind of block out these strollers right here, this would be like the perfect picture.
That is a good picture. I like those So do you know, are those floating flowers, are they tethered to the bottom or could they just all float free?
No, they are tethered to the bottom. Actually, if we sit here long enough, we could watch this one directly in front of me. It just bounced off of it hit the end of its leash and bounced back.
Okay. Looks like a good place for some bring back the swan boats right here.
Very small swan boats. Remote control swan boats.
Oh, there's no remote control boats at all at Disney World or Disneyland right now. They used to be a rather common thing.
Yes. Shrunken Ned's Jungle Cruise was here and at downtown Disney and Disneyland.
Yeah, actually, over at the hotel, more or less downtown Disney.
No, remember they had it right at the other side of Rainforest Cafe. In that.
Oh, I forgot about that. They did, yes. And long before that, they had it at the hotel. But you're right. You're absolutely right.
Still some construction walls and now planters. I believe this is going to be the secret entrance for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. You'll go down into what used to be the tunnels that they had over here.
Jeremiah is now making stuff up.
No, they actually did have tunnels. They built tunnels under interventions that connected.
Do you anticipate them using that for Guardians?
I don't know. We're still in the dark. Oh, this wall has been here for a while. This wall, which is definitely new and somewhat newsworthy because the bathrooms are closed off.
Those are some really common bathrooms. Check those out before you go to Soarin'.
Yeah. Yeah, they have. Please use the restrooms at Imagination Pavilion, which nobody ever knows about, or Spaceship Earth.
Where are the restrooms at Imagination Pavilion?
They are behind the Imagination Pavilion. It is probably the best kept secret in Epcot are those restrooms. And if you go in there, they play the original background music from the Imagination Pavilion with Magic Journey, Journey into Imagination.
Don't just tell us, show us.
I'm not going into the bathroom, but I will walk back.
You can go near them.
Yes.
Maybe you can turn off the camera so we can hear the music you're referring to. Everyone in the chat, let us know. Should we check out the bathrooms or not? Best kept secret bathrooms at Epcot. Let us know. We'll do whatever you guys say.
Sure, I'll turn off the camera and stand in the bathroom holding a gimbal with a phone on it.
All we're doing is fulfilling Walt Disney's opening day Disneyland dream. God bless him. Let him pee. Please, Rebecca, not be watching right now.
Was that cut off the sign? Like, can I get a shirt? God bless him. Let him pee. Walt Disney.
I mean, that's a famous story. The opening of Disneyland, they had a choice between
water fountains and toilets.
Yeah, they wisely went with toilets.
I just missed that quote from all the fancy things. So back here is where Pooh has been meeting now that he can hug, since he's not just going out onto the grass. And then over here, we have bathrooms.
Okay, I have used these before.
And there are a lot of people around, so I'm not walking into that.
It is rare. What a beautiful pavilion. Do you think that's the most attractive of all the pavilions?
Yes. I'm not a huge fan of the bright rainbow colors that they currently have. The more muted colors that they used to have back in the old days, when it was the original one, was more my liking, but it still is. If only they could just find a way to clean those windows.
Hold on, Jeremiah. Yes.
So here we are walking in front of the Imagination Pavilion. We're going to head around the front and then, we missed the janitors.
I do want to give credit because our guys earned their keep. Kyle said those are the best kept secret, DVP, and also said don't live stream in the bathroom. Tony Betty, would that be called Poo Corner? Mike Mack, looking for bathrooms, finds poo. Evil Queen, not LP, poo on the grass, really. So you guys don't disappoint.
Can we just tell Tony to stop focusing on bad jokes and focus on his fiance now? Congratulations to our own Tony, who became engaged this past week.
Yeah, condolences to Morgan, his new fiance. Yeah. Debbie would like to know, what is in the Imagination Pavilion, Jeremiah?
Okay, so the lower level, Journey into Imagination with Figment, that's the ride. It's a shortened version of the attraction that has been there since the opening day in 1983. This pavilion opened a year after Epcot did because of difficulties. The upper level in the glass pyramids is the DVC Lounge. Beautiful place, only available to vacation club members. It is worth the membership to go up there to sit. They have a Coke Freestyle machine and they will provide snacks for you at times. The Magic Eye Theater, that was originally home to a very short-lived Figment movie. And, of course, Magic Journey, the thing that will haunt your nightmares. If you've not seen it, go on martinsvids.net, and he has a full version of it. That also was the home of Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, and, of course, Captain EO. Over here to the left, we have the Jumping Waters. This is the backwards waterfall. Behind that, there is the Disney Chase Visa photo opportunity, where if you're a Disney Chase member, you can walk up and they give you free photos, or they take free photos. You don't need to have a PhotoPass membership. So this is probably one of the most active pavilions, but there is no food.
Now, the most important thing Jeremiah said there was the DVC Lounge was worth the membership alone. For reference, the minimum cost for a DVC membership is $31,000. So that must be one heck of a lounge they got up there.
Hey, Coke Freestyle, all you can drink.
Only
Trust me,
$31,000.
when I went on the Star Cruiser, I had all the blue milk I could drink. So
I have already in my lifetime had all the blue milk I can drink, which is not a lot. Hope that answered your question, Debbie. Please, if you have any other questions as we explore Epcot, feel free to ask. Jeremiah is quite the expert on these things.
Oh, thank you very much. So we want to walk down the center or the Rose Walk area?
Let's see some roses.
Okay. I don't know if there are actually any roses still left. But
I think you can hold down for a couple minutes. I have to go take care of something.
Absolutely. I'll walk. I'll have a conversation with myself. I'll act like I'm talking to you still. So go ahead.
I know you're out there. If you want to come in for a few minutes, I'll be back.
Yeah. So this section is, of course, the giant topee or giant planter. It celebrates every year for a flower and garden. They plant it. This year it has Mickey, Minnie, and the 50th. And then we have one of the outdoor kitchens, the Flavorful Kitchen. Grilled street corn on the cob and some other fun stuff here. I'm just walking because there are people behind me, and if I stop, I just get run down. Up here, we also have one of the playgrounds. this changes from year to year. This one is really a nice setup. The colors just make it even more fun. Small slides, just great area for kid to get rid of some of the energy, and of course the adults to sit on the chairs. They are also good for falling asleep. I've seen that more than once. Epcot does definitely stand for every person comes out tired. So if you get a chance to sit down here, that's great. I always recommend going over to the American Adventure and seeing the show there. It's a 30-minute show about the history of America, but it's also air-conditioned and very comfortable chairs. So we're coming up on the brand new restrooms that have been open for 3 years. And
the brand new restrooms that have been open for 3 years?
Yes. Hi, Kyle.
Hello. I snuck on after I figured out how to actually use this software.
I've done that before too. Like, hang on, I need to do this. And of course, here is the Starbucks that was open. For some reason, they closed it. I'm not a Starbucks person, but I've seen the lines during the summer where that could definitely stand to be open and have 2 Starbucks in the park. But
well, now it looks like a nice leaning area now.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we walk into the most crowded part of Epcot, World Showcase. Kyle, did you have fun while you were out here a few weeks ago?
I did, but we didn't really spend much time in the parks aside from our Batu port day from the Galactic Star Cruiser and running through Epcot as part of the, I did the 10K.
Where, of course, your lovely wife did the all of them K?
The all of them, yeah. She did the 5, the 10, and the half. And then, all right, no, it wasn't really a half this time. It was a 10 miler. But then she came home and this weekend did a half marathon locally here.
That was the day that you also did the exact same amount of work and got up and had breakfast.
All the way down to the farmer's market and got us a Pono raisin.
Yeah, the park is beautiful today. A little warm. And I know Doobie always says that, but the sun is beating down. I could definitely use a Pand-Aid drink, but I'm going to wait till I head over to Connections Cafe. I know they change out the Canada merchandise all the time, but I have to say, these 2 pieces of merchandise are probably some of my favorite. I'd buy that. Yeah, I'd buy that totem pole. And then, of course, I'm not a hockey jersey fan, but the Mickey.
I bet you if you sent that to Kevin Smith, he'd wear it.
Probably. Oh, hang on. I found the new shirt that I do need.
Poutine's overrated. Not a fan.
It depends on which poutine. The poutine that they've had here, where it's got the good cheese curd and it's not overly drenched in the gravy, I enjoy it. The Disney Springs poutine I avoid. It is definitely heavy on the gravy.
I think we can go by Remy's in a bit once we get over to France.
Absolutely.
Is it crowded or does it just seem crowded?
It is 3:00 here, so everybody has moved on from World Discovery and World Celebration. I'm really going to try to work on these names again so I can get them right. And they've all moved into World Showcase for the food and, of course, the drink.
I am Thomas Jefferson. What did I miss?
We talked about some Canada merch, the closed Starbucks, and now I was going to take him to task for going the wrong way, according to chat.
Jeremiah has one of those goofy watches, so it kind of throws him off.
Yes. I never know which way to go.
So we are at World Showcase now, checking out. So it is Flower and Garden Festival, in case we didn't mention that. I know it's been going on for about 2 months, with 2 months to go. It's still going.
The other day I saw somebody posted, the artist Jared, who we love all his stuff, he posted something on his Instagram about Food and Wine. I was like, it's not Food and Wine, it's Flower and Garden for like another 3.5 months. And I was like, oh, he's in California. That makes sense.
Yeah, Flower and Garden until July 4th. And then a couple weeks after that starts Food and Wine.
And then a couple of days after that starts Christmas.
The holidays. And then we go to Festival of the Arts, and the circle of life continues.
I always love these topiaries. I love the fuzzy, or the plump piglet. Tigger looks pretty well trimmed, but let's talk about Pooh. Pooh really needs to cut off the honey over here.
Pooh's looking good, man. Stop fat shaming Pooh. So back here in the UK, there was a pianist up on the gazebo back there. Is that the one that moved to America?
Yes, Carol Stein, a longtime pianist. I actually got a chance to speak with her. I've known her for a couple of years here, and when she moved back moved to the America Pavilion, I asked her what her first job was, because I knew her as the pianist for Comedy Warehouse at Pleasure Island. And she actually, her first day, she showed me a picture of her first day on the job. She was a fill-in pianist for the Grand Floridian.
Aww. Back when they had a pianist.
They still do.
Do they really?
Yes. Yeah.
They just don't have a band anymore.
Correct.
So that's where she had been playing in the UK. Did she have to repatriate, or how exactly does that work to move to the American Pavilion?
I believe she had the passport where she's a dual citizen.
Did she have to drop her accent? That was bad.
Trust me, she did not have that either.
That was bad. Here we are. Oh, the Brits aren't back yet. The cultural exchange program isn't going on yet. When they return, I want to once again find out if it's Twinnings or Twinings tea.
We will do that. It does smell beautiful up here with all the different tea flavors. It's Epcot during Flower and Garden. It smells beautiful everywhere, but it was particularly pungent just then.
Cartwright says he saw the last performance of the World Showcase Players in the UK 10 years ago. Has it been 10 years?
No. It has been, I want to say it's been 8, because I was there. We have the recording on our YouTube channel. They performed in UK, had a huge crowd, and I know a few of them, and it was definitely an emotional day for them.
We're now crossing over the English Channel, taking a bridge from the UK to France. Best views, not this one here, but the one over the side of the bridge.
Oh, you want me to go over the side of the bridge? Okay, sure. Yeah, let me climb over.
September 25th, 2014. So just under 8 years ago. Well done, Jeremiah.
It took me a little while to figure it out. Like, I have certain things in my head from when I moved out here and I started Laughing Place. And then since then, it's all just a blur.
And you can see that. You can see that final performance as well as other performances from that day on our YouTube channel. Just search World Showcase Players. Skyway in the distance over there.
We did have a request while Kyle was in charge to go back and see Remy, so we're going to head back that way.
Okay. Skyliner, not Skyway. Shame on me.
Shame. Everybody knows your name. Doughboy.
Doughboy and the Jerk. Of the two, I'd rather be Doughboy.
I enjoy being the Jerk. It's quite funny to me.
Remy right now, we're showing a 90-minute wait. And worth it.
I enjoyed hearing your review the other day. That was, I haven't talked to somebody who hadn't been on it for a while. So your review go ahead and share your review again, since that was on Park Talk and not on the Walk and Talk.
Yeah, I did not expect to love it. It is my least favorite Pixar movie, and it's a screen-based attraction, but I truly enjoyed it. I mean, it was immersive, it was funny. The non-screen based stuff was really impressive, and it's a great experience. I look forward to doing it again. Much better than I wonder if my expectations are high, if I would have felt differently. But given my low expectations, I'm a big fan. Oh yes, Sleeping Beauty is here, meeting fans, signing autographs.
That's something I've missed so much.
I don't think of her as French.
I also enjoy those two girls got very excited that she had a short line and didn't see the cast member there that had closed off the line.
Thrill of victory, agony of defeat.
Yes.
Oh, the Skyliner is not moving, or is it moving slowly?
Just stopped, and now it's starting back up.
Okay. When it moves slowly, I'm so happy. I love being on that thing.
Remember when everybody thought that you were going to roast like a Jiffy Pop in the microwave?
Yeah, didn't happen. Didn't happen. I had faith that Disney knew what they were doing.
I've had faith for many years. There hasn't been anything that's been really disappointing. Rivers of Light, the original version, was incredible from what we'd seen or what I'd seen, and then they trimmed it back, and sadly that became disappointing.
Kite Tails?
Kite Tails is cute. I mean, I just like with you with Remy, I wasn't expecting something, and I think again it got the raw end of the stick, as they say.
Mr. Bob Newell, when you see a 90-minute wait, do you mentally evaluate if the ride is worth 90 minutes?
I do, because I am a pass holder. When I would come here on vacation, didn't matter to me.
See, here's the way I see it. I'm not that big on rides, so 30 minutes is kind of my max, unless it's something I really want to do, in which case there really is no max. I'll wait 3 hours for it if I can wait relatively comfortably. So.
Oh, and this definitely isn't 90 minutes.
You don't think so?
No. When last time I waited in this line, this all was full, and it was a 65-minute or so.
All right, well, I am going to caution that I waited in a line that looks pretty much exactly like this when I rode it, and it ended up being right at 90 minutes. So,
again, there is also that one massive problem with us going, hey, that line isn't accurate, called the lightning lane.
So, yeah, in our case, it turned out to be, actually, when we got in it, it was showing 60, but it very quickly went up to 75 and 90 before we even got inside the building, and it turned out to be 90.
I mean, I can feel the air conditioning coming out, which is nice, but sadly, this queue does a great job of like, oh, you're going inside. Nope, you're coming right back outside.
Yeah, the queue does need help. That is the most disappointing part. And so the lightning lane for this, the individual lightning lane, is only $9. I would happily, and it sells out lickety split, I would love to see them raise that to like $30 and have them be available later in the day.
That shows you spent way too much time at Universal.
Confession, I have spent $600 for me and my wife and son to have unlimited Universal Express for the day one day. Not something I would do often, but for that one day, planned for it, it was worth it. We had an incredible time.
But I bet you still waited at least a half hour for most of the attractions.
No, we did not.
No, really?
It worked great. We walked on, as best as I can remember, 5-10 minute waits for everything. It was great.
That is because the times I've gone over there, I have not done the Express Pass because, annual pass holder spoiled. I know to go on a Wednesday during the off season, be able to walk right on anything, or just stick around until the evening when everybody who bought those one-use Express Passes can't use them anymore, right, and the line dies down. But I've seen those queues be up to a half hour at times.
And this wasn't the after 4. This is where you could use it all day. And my memory is it worked well. But we're not at Universal. We're at Disney. Pan the camera a bit. Let's see what's around as you walk. Gideon says that was our first time.
There you go.
Thanks, Jeremiah. That's helpful. That's helpful. Mr. Bob Newell says, Doobie, I like your style, which is impressive because my camera's off. So, thank you.
Oh, girl just dropped her dessert that she bought from the booth, and it shattered.
Please go back and get another one. I'm pretty sure Disney will take care of you.
Yeah. I thankfully you were talking, so you didn't hear the expletive that she used when she dropped it.
I believe it was phooey, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. But yeah, it was. I just looked down and I just see like it was one of those parfait type things, and the cup just shattered and it was everywhere. Like, oh.
So, opinion, Jeremiah. Now that Remy is open in the France Pavilion, do you think France in general feels a little more crowded than it used to?
Yes. I think that's not just Remy. I think the Beauty and the Beast sing-along helped change the look of it and the feel. But you have to remember the Beauty and the Beast sing-along opened 2 months before the shutdown, so people have not gotten a chance to see that either.
I've never seen it.
I
do like to sing along, as any DTL viewer knows.
Let's sing a song, Doobie.
Cartfred says, the only time I used Universal Express was when I stayed at Portofino Bay, and it was included, which is something we intend to do.
We can go in whole conversation about the Express Pass, but we'll avoid that now.
Debbie would like to know, tell me about Beauty and the Beast sing-along, Jeremiah.
The Beauty and the Beast sing-along is kind of like Lion King 1.5 was, if you ever saw that film. It is a twist on the original story that actually sets up as LeFou being the hero of the story and getting Beast and Belle together. Hang on, speaking of Belle, the beauty, there she is.
Provincial Belle.
Yes. So it's a great fun. I think it's at the most 12 minutes. The sing-along part is a little misleading because you only sing like one refrain of a song and then it cuts back to the story. But they were able to get Angela Lansbury to come back because she's the narrator and she recorded all new intro, parts of the story, and they brought back all the original cast for anything that needed to be done. And it was Don Hahn oversaw it, just like he did the original film. So some people aren't fond of it, but I always laugh at it.
At it or with it? So we're now in Morocco. Rebecca says, seeing you wandering here, she's craving the cookies from Germany's Caramel Kitchen. I think she should mobile order you something, and you can go pick it up and have it.
Sure. As long as it's not caramel, I'm fine.
You don't eat caramel?
No, caramel is one of those things that's way too sticky for me.
Oh my goodness.
Sadly, no, I was going to say, sadly, the fountain is off.
That's kind of sad.
There is absolutely nothing open back that way, except Jasmine is back meeting at the Magic Lamp area.
Where? Let's go see.
Oh, she's indoors, but we'll walk around.
Okay, let's walk. We're exploring today. Yes. Morocco has no major attractions, but has so much food between Tangerine Cafe, Spice Road, and what did they rename it from Marrakesh? Or they didn't?
Marrakesh still is not open.
Okay. Still so much good food.
Here's something sad, though. They removed the fez from the camel.
Breaking news. Kyle, get on that.
Yeah, Lamps of Wonder. Jasmine is in there. So this line wraps all the way back here and is closed off.
When you see a cast member standing at the back of the line like that, that often means the line is closed, so Jasmine can go take a break.
She has to go check on a boo.
Cartfreck would like to know how the Tangerine Cafe is now that it is operated by Disney.
The people that I have spoken with that have eaten there, including Lou Mangello, who I do consider an expert on food, has said it is very good.
Awesome. I'm a fan of that place, not only because it's good and plentiful, but for a Disney theme park, very reasonably priced.
Yeah, we'll walk over there and look at the menu outside. It's not one of my go-tos, but the update that they did inside the building is very nice. They did an excellent job in there. We'll see if we can peek our head in there.
While you're doing that, Debbie's asking if you can look on the My Disney application and find characters in real time. I know you used to be able to. Can you still?
Yeah. Well, they don't have real time. They have where they would be.
Okay. So they have their locations and kind of their general hours?
I believe so. I want to say, I know Mickey and Minnie at Red Carpet Dreams did, and I believe also Olaf. They started an hour after the park did. So I don't know if it is definite, but I know you can go on there. You go up to the filter, select the characters, and you'll get a listing of where they are.
There you go.
There's a beautiful breeze right here coming across the water.
Chromix Robin is all of us right now. I wish I could be at the parks. So we are approaching Japan right now?
Yes, sir.
Leaving Morocco, approaching Japan. As we said, it is Flower and Garden right now, so there are food kiosks all along the way. That's logical.
Of course, here's the festival market that has, I believe this one has mostly the mini line. Nope, it just has the basic line. But if you do want some galoshes, they have those. They have flower pots, hanging flower pots. You used to make those back in the 70s, right, Doobie, with the macrame?
Oh, man. If there's one thing I hated, it was arts and crafts. I despise that with a passion.
So
show off the merch for people that love it.
Even though we didn't get a chance to do it this year, if you do want the pins for the Easter egg hunt, they are available for purchase for $7.99. At least the Daisy is.
I would like to give a special thank you to Stat Princess for sending me a screenshot showing that they absolutely have character meet and greet times. Princess Jasmine is in Morocco. It's 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. It shows that the next time is 4:20. So yes, absolutely, the My Disney Experience app will help you with that.
Good. I'm glad that they put those in. I'm sure some of it probably also goes with the some character meet and greets are available on the Lightning Lane here, not at Disneyland.
Good point. The lovely music of the Japan Pavilion.
The Kokomo Gardens.
Kokedama Garden. So things are so close to being back to normal at Walt Disney World, but not 100%. There's still actually a fair number of restaurants that haven't reopened, right, Jeremiah, including one in Japan?
It's like you had the perfect segue there. Yes, this one has not reopened.
Which is Mac's favorite, if I'm not mistaken, Mac, right?
Yes, he had the chance to go while I was out of town, I believe, and I still to this day am kick myself, but I'm glad that he had the chance to go because I believe he had some of the alcoholic beverages they had there and enjoyed them greatly.
Yeah, sending you or Mike to cover a food and drink thing is kind of silly. Kevin Levine says, hello from Epcot, haha. So if you see him around, if you guys see each other, make sure you embrace.
We have run into Kevin on many of our live streams, so he's always somebody that just wanders in randomly, which is great because he's probably working. So that's get to work.
The drummers of Epcot have returned. They're not drumming right now, unfortunately.
No, but they also gave them a nice banner, which is new.
Is that Matsuriza?
Yes.
Their performance times remaining today are 4 p.m. and 4:45. Got
it
that
even
information from Laughing Place.
Established 1988.
Cool. Yeah, that was one of the sad things when things shut down and they gave their goodbyes. But so many of the people that had to say goodbye back in 2020 have come back. Yeehaw Bob. It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it's not too far off. We're getting the return of the Hoop-de-Doo, which I definitely consider one of the last like return to normal things.
Yep.
Right after that, as soon as the luau's back, we're all golden.
The luau will not be returning, but
What?
I would not call that a COVID casualty. I just think it was time. But the cultural representatives, that'll be another huge one.
Yes.
Kevin said he's not working today, just did his cast preview and now leaving.
So he could give us a review.
But he's leaving.
Do we know what time Carol is performing, or the Voices of Liberty?
Voices of Liberty remaining performances are 4 and 5.
So it's a little while off. Carol is not working currently. I believe she is off on Mondays and Tuesdays.
If you run over to Mexico, you can catch the Mariachi Cobra about to start.
That would make sense for our walk and talk. That'd be run and pant.
Only because you're in bad shape.
Hey, I'm in a good shape. I'm quite cylindrical right now.
So we are in America now, home of the Voices of Liberty and the American Adventure, which I believe is now just performing hourly. So it's weird. They don't show up. Well, that's not weird. I don't need to mention that. But they perform hourly, I believe, now on the hour. Am I right?
It's 4:30 is the next American Adventure.
Yes, so not on the hour. Way to go, Doobie.
So here's something that should be breaking news. This lamppost over here, surrounded by the trash cans, has been missing for probably about 3 years, and it is returned.
All right, seriously, get a picture of that. We are making a story on the return of that lamppost. You need to find a picture where it's missing and that it's back. You think I'm joking?
I don't think I actually took one of the box that was there. So
we have a question from a K Burbank. Is there a place where I can view the current Genie Plus and individual Lightning Lane return prices and return times? Yes, of course. That's on the My Disney Experience app. We also have that information on Laughing Place. Both all the current standby wait times, individual Lightning Lane prices, and Genie Plus return times in a nice sortable format so you can see what's available next on Laughing Place.
That is very handy to have. Sometimes the Walt Disney World app, I don't think it's actually called My Disney Experience anymore. We just are programmed.
Wow.
Can be a little bit of a delay, but Laughing Place, that website seems to always be ready at the ready. You can just click on it and you go.
Click and go. That's our motto here at Laughing Place. Mr. Bob Newell is Team Lamppost, so yes, you do want to do that.
1 year ago today, I was able to come here and try out the Gelateria Toscanini. Very good.
What do they sell here?
Jello. Gelato.
There's always room. We're approaching Italy. We're approaching Italy. Can we go see the canals and the gondolas and all that stuff?
That was exactly where I was heading. It's like you read my mind.
It's not the most complicated thing in the world to read.
I know. It's recommended for ages 3 to 6.
So, Kyle, wondering, is there a link we could share? This link right here will take you right to all the Walt Disney World Genie Plus and Lightning Lane return times. You also can further show a specific park, but that is all of them.
So that is a beautiful view of a spaceship Earth, one of the fins of Harmonious. You can't really see the Guardians of the Galaxy building because it's blue. But then we pan down to the gondola that we may not want to ride in because it seems to be taking on water.
That's funny. You remember Jeremiah back in the 70s when you used to be able to ride that with the gondolier who sang to you?
Here at Epcot in the 70s? Absolutely.
Yeah, just kidding. So we've been talking about the My Disney Experience app, which is now just called Walt Disney World. Have you been able to do the Castle Mural augmented reality thing?
I did. We have an article up of that. It is $9.99, which I did not know when I approached it. And then I figure I don't remember how much I paid for my walk around the world, nor do I remember how much I paid for my Leave a Legacy. But $9.99 for 3 years of a virtual photo on the castle, that wasn't as bad as those two.
$9.99.
Correct.
Okay. And so Jeremiah did do an article on that, he said. I don't know if our LPers out there could pop that link into the chat. That'd be nice as we approach the Germany train. Are they running today? Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. And of course, this train was actually part of one of the first Flower and Garden festivals, and they just decided to keep it.
That's one of the coolest stories. And now they just decided to keep the whole festival all year round.
I know. I think here comes one. It's like, is there just one train running on the entire area? I feel like how peaceful it'd be if we just had random videos of things around the parks for me to sit and enjoy. Wouldn't that be a great idea, Doobie?
At the risk of this walk and talk becoming nothing but a bunch of promos, please be sure on our YouTube channel to check out our Serene LP playlist, where we just have long videos of static shots, often with water, just very soothing, the normal background music, really beautiful stuff, usually about a half hour long. Check those out.
We did have an accident here. The Golden Pass derailed. Kyle, if you could get on this story, this could be important. Train accident at Epcot causes delays.
Is there appear to be anyone injured?
I cannot tell. It doesn't look like anybody's moving, so I am expecting the worst out of this.
Oh, goodness. That got really dark really quickly. Thank you very much, Rebecca, putting up the link in the chat to Jeremiah's Castle Mural of Memories. Oh, goodness me. Mr. Bob Newell says, what is proper etiquette when in a queue? Talk to random people or remain silent?
Well, if you're Gideon, you talk to random people. If you're me, I usually am taking pictures, doing 15 other things. But, talk to people. Walt Disney World and the Disney parks are an experience. They're not just for one person. They're for everybody.
I am a huge fan of talking to other people. I try not to butt in. A lot of times there's families and they're talking to each other, but otherwise, love to talk. Love to meet new people at Disney. One of my favorite things to do.
Isn't that how you met your wife?
It is how I met my wife. Although technically she talked to me, but yes, met her at Disneyland. All right, so Kevin Levine has a quick... Oh, let's check out Squeaks. Oh, so beautiful. The best little character at Disney. Kevin Levine
what does
says,
Mr. Levine have to say?
Levine, sorry about that. Got to ride Cosmic Rewind today, cast member preview. Imagine that Space Mountain and Rock and Roller Coaster had a baby, and that baby is on steroids. It's incredible. I've been on it twice, and I was just as impressed the second time. That makes it sound more intense than I have been hearing.
Didn't you just see how big the building is? It's not in a tent.
2 minutes in the penalty box for you, Jeremiah.
Wait, if that's the fact, then Tony's been in one for the rest of his life.
We're in Germany. Oktoberfest is back there, a fun restaurant.
So the review that I've heard is, it is a great, I've heard it's amazing attraction. So good. It is not as intense as Hagrid's is at Universal Orlando. Back to Universal, because we're a Universal-based website. But it is also not as Green Gods, which is very similar to the vehicles, where it's a spinner, a storytelling coaster. I've heard this one is far better than that one, which that is more of the review, I think, the comparison. And if Kevin wants to put in his comparison between the Universal coasters, since Disney coasters, we don't really have something. We have Space Mountain, which is the top level. Space Mountain, kind of Rock and Roller Coaster is the top level. Space Mountain's the mid, and then Big Thunder and like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train are on the lower level.
Okay, that's helpful. We have a question here from a Tracy saying, "Where in Germany can you get the caramel popcorn?" Do you know the answer to that, Jeremiah?
The caramel shop.
The caramel couche. That is correct.
Which I'll pan around and.
There it is. Love the architecture of Germany.
Oh, look, there's Snow White not meeting her wishing well. That's a little strange.
Is she?
I know you love.
Trying to get off stage. No, she's
oh no, yeah,
she's
she's taking them over to the wishing well. Okay.
Is there a queue?
Yes,
How long's
there
the
is.
Queue? How long's the queue? Oh, that's too long.
It's,
Oh,
yeah.
That's way too long. I want to meet Snow White, but not today. I want to see if she remembers me. I have a couple of great pictures with her, and I feel like I made an impression on her.
Doobie, I feel like everybody that's met you knows you. You and the CEO are two people that if I just say your name in the right crowds, people are like, oh yeah, we know Doobie.
We know Doobie. We know who to avoid.
Yeah.
Rebecca with the great pro tip, the caramel shop, which can be quite popular, has mobile ordering. Rebecca did use it on our last trip, and it is very, very handy, so take advantage of that. We continue our walk from Germany. I believe next up we will encounter the outpost.
Correct. Which originally was going to be Equatorial Africa, because in the early 80s, in the late 70s, early 80s, Africa wasn't as confusing as it is currently. So they kind of went from Africa to how many different countries take up the continent of Africa right now? Doobie, do you know that trivia off the top of your head?
That is Jeremiah Good at laughingplace.com.
But you can tell the world has not returned. The village traders have not returned to selling the soccer balls. Once that happens, everything is right with the world.
That is the final step.
Yes. Wow, the outpost actually has quite a line. Probably the pineapple skewer is one of those hot items that people want. Or they have the blueberry lemonade hard cider, which sounds like Mac needs to come and review.
And the drums. The drums are the best part of the outpost.
I always used to love the Coke ones, the Coke machines, or the coolers that you would open and they used to spray at you. That was my favorite to trick people. That and making them drink Beverly.
Here's the drawbridge, which is still in use, we found out not too long ago. The drawbridge that crosses it over to China.
And of course, China has some of the prettiest topiaries.
This wall goes up and down. Is that like a dragon?
Yes, or the Great Wall of China.
I've never noticed that wall. I've been here about 500 times.
I never paid enough attention to it to think of Dragon, Great Wall of China, but yeah.
Totally.
And then there are the pandas.
Mike Mack is taking up the challenge on the blueberry lemonade hard cider. Get yourself over there, Mac, to the outpost. Do your job.
What year are you? What animal is your...
1971. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that is 68. The horse is 66.
The year of the pig.
There's the sheep. The snake. The year of the bamboo. The year of the dragon. The dog. The rooster.
Feeling pretty left out now.
The year of the dwarf blue bamboo.
Where's the pig?
It's over on the other side. We'll walk over that way.
Okay. I'm like,
Here's one of the weirdest little I whenever Tony used to be in charge and he had me walk back here to try to see the floats for Harmonious,
Yes.
I always trip over that because I'd be talking and not pay attention that there's a small little bump in the road. Oh, over here is where you return your phone that you borrowed for Agent P.
Really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Looks like it turned into a trash can.
That experience is not currently occurring, correct?
Correct. That had been retired, and it was announced that part of the change, it was going to turn into the DuckTales, like the entire it was originally Kim Possible, then it became Agent P, and then it was going to turn into DuckTales, which DuckTales, of course, since the announcement has gone on to no longer be putting out new shows. So we don't know if that is still going to be the case or not.
Wow.
Year of the Tiger, which we be in. That's my year.
Now you all know how old Jeremiah is.
Old. There you go, Doobie.
You're the pig. There I am. I recognize it. Someone had to say it. DuckTales.
Ooh. Oh, hi, Scott.
Beautiful lilies in China. Let's go on. I believe we have 2 more countries to get to, and then we can get to the grand finale of our experience today, Guardians and Connections Cafe.
I just wanted to do that slow pan up.
That was nice. Too bad I ruined it.
Nine Dragons, always a good place to eat.
Not according to the unofficial guide. 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
Okay.
He is also the year of the tiger.
Woo. Oh, wait.
So he's the same age as you.
Yes. Isn't that amazing how everybody's the year of this? It's kind of like if you were born on February 29th.
After China, we come to a large open area where a parade could perhaps emerge in a different time.
With a big drum.
And then to Norway / Arendelle, where the line for Frozen Ever After does not extend this far.
I know. I'm actually a little surprised. What is the wait time according to the Laughing Place?
95 minutes, which is hard to believe.
Again, Lightning Lane is what's really causing the we don't know what the wait time really is.
True. And that is an individual Lightning Lane. It is, no, I'm sorry, it is not. It is just Genie Plus, and it is sold out for today.
Yes.
Akershus has reopened as a restaurant, yes?
No, it has not.
Ah, okay. Well, there's another one we need to reopen.
Yes. Especially with the princess dining, that would be nice.
Mac would like you to go see Thor.
Okay.
Thor can be found in the church, right?
Correct.
Or outside the church, in the church.
In the church.
Used to be the Stave Church. Now it's Go Vikings. Beat the Bears.
No. Still a gallery. It's Stave Church Gallery.
Okay.
For some reason, the lock is open.
Releases.
There you go, Matt.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Mac has dreams about being able to wield that hammer.
There is Lady Thor.
The creation of Midgard.
There is Loki.
In the beginning,
There is Odenheim.
Which is all interesting because I thought there was a thing about using Marvel characters on the East Coast.
Let's not even get into that topic.
Hi.
That was nice of her. It's always nice when people just say hi.
It's beautiful. Be friendly. That's what I love about the South. People are so friendly.
Of course, Anna and Elsa are back in the Royal Summer House. Sumer House.
Being guarded by this scary troll.
Yes, and the Wandering Reindeer, which was the store, is now just empty, and it's very strange. I walked in, we have pictures up on our site from probably a couple of weeks ago, and I was just trying to get some interesting, good pictures of it being empty, and the amount of people that would walk in, ask the cast member at the exit of the Anna and Elsa, "What is this?" And they would just go, "It's the exit to the Anna and Elsa meet and greet," because they saw an open door and they just walked in.
That's funny. I know who these guys are. This is Mariachi Cobra.
And of course, Mariachi Cobra there, who have been here since opening of Epcot. Them and, of course, the Voice of Liberty, the only two pieces of entertainment that have been constant.
Wow, I did not know that. That's a fun fact.
Yes. Is that a ruling? It is a fun and a fact.
Absolutely, that is official.
Donald out scaring children.
After they finish his attraction.
I enjoy the mother pushing the child, and the child just kind of going up and like crumbling into Donald's arm.
As a parent, we've all done it.
Yeah. As a parent, I've just walked up and grabbed children and said, "Go hug a character. I need a picture."
Not even your child. Just get up there.
Yeah.
You got work to do.
I need a picture of a kid with being hugged. Can you cry a little bit too?
Jeez. This is what would you say the least interesting visually of the
Yeah, this one, like nothing here. This is just a plain building.
I mean, it's cool, but just compared to the rest.
Oh, see, I love the pyramid. It is. I especially when I can climb up on top of it and look out over it.
Laughing Place does not condone the climbing of pyramids at Mexico.
Man, I just can't do anything anymore. Do you want me to walk down the center or just cut by the Odyssey?
Let's go ahead and make haste towards our two primary goals today: Guardians of the Galaxy and Connections Cafe. Epcot's just too big to do in one walk and talk.
I know, it's very entertaining when we do Disney's Hollywood Studios. We're done like 35 minutes. We're trying to stretch it out here. I'm like, oh, we're already an hour.
I'd love to stretch it, but I have, a job.
Yeah. Man in the chair. Laughing Place.
Mike Mack wants to know, do we condone climbing other pyramids? We have no official LP position on climbing other pyramids. But do not climb the Mexico pyramid. Head up, guys.
Okay, so let's book that Nat Geo trip to Egypt, the Great Pyramids of Giza, and we can climb it according to Doobie.
I saw Death on the Nile yesterday. There was a guy climbing the pyramid. There was no signs, no disclaimer.
I will give my review of that movie. It is long and not interesting.
Wow.
I loved Murder on the Orient Express. Like, that was a great film, and I watched it at Death on the Nile because that kept getting delayed, waiting, and then I watched it, and I was just like...
It was not nearly as good. I 100% concur.
Beautiful, but sadly, a lot of it is CG.
Rebecca said, you heard him. Imagination Pavilion is all yours, Mac. Is that a pyramid?
Yeah, look. It looks actually more like a pyramid than the pyramid in Mexico does.
If you dare climb that completely flat and undoubtedly scorching pyramid, Mac, go for it. We'll get the new ad on Craigslist right now.
So not only did they close this up, this was the Epcot experience where you could come to see all the new stuff coming to Epcot. And since that kind of all fell through, they closed it. But the bathrooms, which are probably the second best hidden secret bathrooms, are closed also.
And they also had a place to fill your water bottle in there.
Yes, they did.
That's kind of a sad thing. We are cruising on over towards Test Track.
Do you want to walk into the Connections Cafe first and then come out? Or do you want to start at the thing where we can only look over?
Let's do Guardians first. Let's finish at Connections.
Okay. Especially since we don't know how the reception's going to be in there.
Exactly. Mike wants to know, do we use Craigslist to hire? That was the first thing I could think of.
Or in Mac's case, let's send a message to the island of misfit toys, see if we can take somebody else.
That's the home of the avocado toast.
The home of the Fruit Loop shake, which sounds very good right now. But
yes, how about a PB&J Mac?
No. One of my friends tried that the other day, and their review was not as negative as mine, but at the same time, it was still just PB&J Mac.
Kevin says he recommends the French bistro burger and the curry pizza at Connections. Curry pizza sounds yum-dum scriddly-umptious.
Oh, the meatball pizza was amazing. The only problem is it is, I want to say it's about 3/4 of a, I don't even want to say a large slice of pizza, but it is definitely trimmed back.
Disappointing.
Yeah, and I believe the price point was around $10, which again isn't bad for a piece of pizza at the parks, but this one was smaller, did not fill me up, and the salad was definitely one of the more of the fancy salads.
I would like a ruling from the people in the chat, especially the LP people. Is saying the price point just a pretentious way of saying the price?
I didn't want to say it cost $10. Okay, so I cannot walk up to the flower or to the greenery wall over there because I was told no pictures at that greenery wall. So I can stand here underneath the monorail on the other side of the large planter, and we can see the Novacore Star Blaster, which if you check out the website or the Disney Parks blog, Zach Ridley shared the new lighting package for it. It looks really cool. I cannot wait.
I'm very excited for this attraction to open. I've heard so much good stuff about it in Epcot. Could use a good new attraction. Rebecca, continuing with the pretense, saying rate of speed. Boy, is that a pet peeve of mine.
It's very unique, though.
Oh, all right, let's keep going before I get upset.
Do you want to put the other side of your hand heart on there too, Doobie?
The price point is right.
Looking at this, there's the Novacore Star Blaster in the front there. To right, directly ahead, that will be the main entrance. I believe the left side is the normal entrance, and then the right side will be the lightning lane. I cannot confirm this because, again, I have not been on that side of it. But I do know over to the right, a door that was never there before, that is the exit. Also, the Treasures of Xandar shop that is run by the broker, not the collector, the broker. And that entire building is just the queue and the load area for the attraction that goes out into a building with, I'm trying to remember exactly how it's said, but you can fit 4 spaceship Earths in it because of the sheer volume of it.
That's huge.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to walk down towards this entrance so we can get this view. I am not walking up to that greenery wall. I am not taking pictures. I am just pointing out these palm trees and this Joffrey's cart.
The attraction opens Memorial Day weekend. When does it officially open? The Friday, the Sunday, the Thursday?
The 27th.
The 27th. So that would be the
Friday, I believe.
Friday of Memorial Day weekend. That's correct. But lots of previews before then. So if you're a pass holder, a DVC member, keep an eye on your email. If you haven't already
They're already
received,
booked.
if you
Yeah.
haven't already received information, you never know. Yada yada. I'm late to the game. And the other thing we want to check out today is Connections Eatery, the new quick service place in Future World, which is not called that anymore.
This is World Celebration? World
Celebration.
Discovery. World Discovery.
And this officially opens on Wednesday, but it's been soft opening since Friday, I think, maybe Thursday.
Correct.
And we're going to check it out. Hopefully we maintain some signal in here so we can check it out. We do have an article on LP already with plenty of pictures, but we want to walk in and see it live. We can.
So this is something, there's the restrooms, or there's the water fountain. Again, water bottles fill in.
Yay.
But this wall, these are all rolling pins.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, just, fun things that are just in here. And then, of course, one of the massive murals that I can't wait to actually talk to some of the artists or, Zachary Lee, the Imagineer, to find out if this is all just because of Starbucks, because it sure has a lot of coffee on it.
And a mermaid, right? No, that's not a mermaid.
Coffee and tea is the main topic of this.
Is there a Starbucks in here?
Yes. The eatery is this area. And they have production cafe, production kitchens right here. This is where they're making the waffles, which I'm definitely about to try because I've not had it. It looks amazing. And this area was pretty much you would come in through that door, and right about here would be the ordering area. In the old days when it was Electric Umbrella.
Electric Umbrella had upstairs seating. Does this as well?
No. Well, it doesn't have an upstairs. It has a ramped area that there is some up. But this is... This is where you can order food.
I'm guessing they do have mobile order as well, right?
They do. We're just going to stand here and look at this menu for a little while.
She looks awful familiar. Is that all ears?
Yes, it is.
PSB. What's her name? Molly?
Yes.
Don't disturb Molly. She's got far more people watching her video.
No, she's recording the board, so I'm not going to. But yeah, lots of pickup areas. They do have Coke stations, so it is just like Electric Umbrella was, where you can get refills of your drinks, which is nice.
Very nice.
Over on this side is where they make the pizzas. And then more seating with lots of open glass areas.
This wide open white glass with the open kitchen just makes me feel so comfortable and peaceful.
It is. It really is. Like this is, you think about when this was Electric Umbrella and you came through those doors. Oh, wait, you couldn't get through those doors because they had benches there blocking you from coming in. But yeah,
This is just, and I'm sure it's nice and cool in here, right?
It is. This is where
heavenly.
they make the pastries. And of course, this is the Starbucks area. I mean, look at how huge this is. These are some of my favorite things.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and on the other side, you can see on that one how it has the old Epcot logo. And then,
have you noticed any odes to any of Innoventions anywhere in here?
I have not. They do the music. They do play at one point the Millennium Celebration song, but that's about the only thing I've gotten. This is the original design for Epcot, as Walt pointed out.
Rebecca wishes they had hurricanes as an ode to the hurricane exhibit they used to have in Innoventions our son loved.
So this is a nice little seating area with port outlets to charge your phone.
Time out. So that's seating over there?
Yes. Yep. Multi-level.
That's cool. And they have ports?
Yep. And plugs.
This just looks so homey. So hang out here for the day.
Trust me, I could. And then, as this is the Starbucks side, they have tea and coffee pots from different countries.
And I'm sure we have the entire menu up on our website, right?
I believe so. We have a lot of pictures.
Awesome.
And then there is the start of the mural at the entrance. So when you'd come in that entrance over there, that is, right about where the glass wall is, that's where they used to have the talking trash can.
Used to.
I know, they don't. I checked. So, and this mural goes until I press the button on my phone as I'm trying to pan over.
I thought Ward died.
Yeah.
Rebecca points out also, yes, for recharging a scooter, which we really needed our last trip.
Yeah.
We kept running out of battery. But I can't get over how wide open and easy to navigate and just simple and comfortable this looks. I am so happy.
No, and there's so much seating. Like, again, we came in over here. This is the condiment island, but on this side they have another Coke station. I believe there are a total of 4 different Coke machines so you can get your refills.
One huge disappointment, Universal has those as being freezed out everywhere. Come on, Disney.
No, these are free. You buy one drink, you don't have to wait 3 minutes to get a refill. You don't have to buy the cup.
Coke freestyle machines are a necessity here at Disney.
So again, this is seating. What we're looking at right there is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. These islands have charging ports. Again,
various kind of seating. Tables, and you can sit on a stool up at a higher bar area, all the charging. And just so wide open, it looks like you're not going to have a lot of trouble getting around because it's wet there. It's 4:15, so I guess it's kind of in between, but it looks so wide open. I can't imagine it feeling that crowded.
I was here pretty much middle of the day. It was later in the afternoon, but it's closer to dinner time and still wasn't that busy.
Cool. Well, like we said, Jeremiah has a full look at Connections Eatery, including the menus and some of the food items on the website now. Rebecca was awesome enough to put a link for that in our YouTube. Check that out. And I think today he's going to be going through and getting a nice video tour of the place. Wink, wink. And this has been an amazing stream. We got to see Guardians. We got to see Connections Eatery. We saw World Showcase. And how you doing, sir? Only thing, put a bar here with some chairs so I can just watch them cook all day. I would love that. Tell somebody that suggestion.
Got it.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. This stream has been so much fun. Thank you, Jeremiah, for all your hard work. Quick reminder: we'll be back in just under 3 hours with Parks Talk, where we'll be talking about the week in Disney Parks news. Tony, if you're still there, here's my request for a Serene LP. Just park it here and let's watch the guy make pizza for a half hour. It's so catharsis, such catharsis. I think that's it. Anything you can close us out, Jeremiah?
I think I'm good. I'm just going to go get some meatball pizza and a soda and the waffles and then relax. If you do go on our Instagram, I believe it ended up on our Instagram and on our Facebook, I have a full tour of the mural starting from the top and walking all the way down. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm sure he'll get that on YouTube. And if you want to see Jeremiah's winner, I'm sure he will be tweeting that on the LP Twitter because that's the kind of guy he is.
He is.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Jeremiah. We'll be back in 4 p.m. Pacific time today for Disney Parks Talk. Make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell, and thanks so much. Take care. I guess when I say you have the last word, Jeremiah, I don't actually mean